I want to show you how to build this tiny house and this carport in the space of about a month. But you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself, because you don't start with this. You start right here. Oh,
we got a new tub to us.
Habitat for Humanity had a tub. So I've got it laid here on its side because drain comes out the bottom and it's going to come through the side and then go through the sidewall to connect in with the septic. So I got one chance to drill this hole right. One chance. Let's go. Oh, come right out there. Ooh, I'm poking my head at a little hole. Okay, I need to build a composting toilet. And I have this. This is the urine diverter. So I looked at this free range designs, but really all I'm sort of seeing is pictures. And I know that the urine separator goes separate from the old poop bucket. So I've got this drawn out on the floor. I'll screw together the framework here and make my box a reality. Best part about designing a composting toilet, lots of opportunities to sit down. And it's important that you do so, because it's important that you've considered where your legs go, how comfortable it is to sit down, where the poo comes from, where the pee comes from. It all needs to go into sort of this grand master calculation of how everything will go. Okay, so I got my toilet seat. Open this thing up. Oh, that's where the magic happens. Now, start to sort of look and see where everything is lining up. Okay, setting in some switches for the bathroom. I'm setting these 48 to center. That's where I put switches. Caden wiring up the hot water heater. Hey, buddy. It's gonna go here under the stairs. So for this, my home runs are coming back here and go through the wall. What we're gonna do is have a small disconnect out here. This is an outdoor weatherproof closure. Okay, so I'm back working on the toilet, and I've got my surface nice and sanded down. Nobody gets any butt splinters. I've got hinges installed, so this opens up to access the bucket and funnel system here, and this will access the supplies on this side. So this is where we'll keep the either coconut coir or whatever we're using for the number 2 bucket. And okay, and we'll get this thing inside and figure out how to integrate it with everything else. Okay, so I've temporarily put some of the fixtures on for the tub so that I could do a test make sure that everything would hold pressure. And that's water from the hot water heater. And when I turn that off, no visible leaks. No visible leaks. And Alexa out here staining the composting toilet. Doing a great job.
Hi.
How's that color?
It's getting good. Look at that beautiful, rich, dark color.
Okay, we've got the composting toilet. It's all stained. It's been polyurethaned. So now we're looking at kind of assembling it all. So a few things to watch out for here. You need to make sure that there's room for where the bucket goes in for your solids. You need to make sure that our urine diverter is here and that it has enough space and that it's properly centered. But also, when we open this up, we need to make sure that there's adequate headroom, that this can at least come fully vertical so that it won't fall down on us. In fact, maybe just a skosh more. Just so it can easily sit up. And now we don't have to worry about it when these are up, that they're going to fall on us. So we put that up like that. Now, pre-drilled so I don't snap the plastic in our urine diverter. Go ahead. Okay, so I got my funnel that the urine diverter is going to go into. I had to take the top off because this one's really long. I've had really good luck with these, and this was about the right size outlet that's going to convert right into my hose. So now, what I've got to figure out is a way to mount this down here. Okay, so I've got everything in place. So I've measured and fit everything up. So the urine separator is going to come down. It will interface here with the funnel. The funnel will come down here. It goes into this braided hose. It goes outside the wall. Then it will transfer to some black tubing and it will go to our transfer station where it will get pumped out into the septic. And I know some people are like, if you're bothering all this to just pump your urine out, why don't you just put in a standard toilet and do both? The reason is the septic is quite a ways away, and it's much easier to pump fluid than it is to pump solids. You also have to put a macerator in to chew everything up first. It's nasty, and when they break, and they do break, you have to get in and do some really disgusting things. Okay, so, and now I have installed a small ventilation fan, and we found that on the boat, a ventilation fan that is always going is worth its weight in gold. So I've done is I've installed this about a foot up off the ground to make sure that hopefully it won't get ruined every time it rains. And this is going to go ahead and suck that and pull it out of the building. Drilling the holes for the toilet seat. And it just got to go down that extra little bit. Okay, toilet seat is on. Let's give it a try. Just kidding. You nasty. Okay, over the sound of the rain on the metal roof, today going to turn this beautiful cabinet into a sink. So one of the big issues with turning a sink into a piece of furniture like this is how much space you're going to have to give away. So this came with kind of this cool little pop-down, all porcelain drain topper here, and I love it. So I wanted to find the tightest way to get this out of here and to get that waste out. So what I came up with is I bought what's called a street elbow and a Fernco coupling. So I'm going to go Fernco on there. I'm going to go straight into this street coupling, or street 90. And then I'm going to go out where I'm going to convert to a threaded piece. And then that's going to take me into a piece of 3/4 inch hose. Now, this is not going to be a particularly fast draining sink. This is not a kitchen sink or anything where we're worried about that. So honestly, that's going to be plenty of hole to get the water away. So we need to get this piece glued up, and then we'll start assembling it all. And now you can see some of the issues that come up. Because of course we wanted this to be symmetrical. We put this right in the middle of this, but that also coincides with this drawer runner that goes right here. So I feel like I've taken as much structure out of that drawer bottom as I dare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this top lip of the Fernco coupling. Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really quick. So, sink is in, drains are all done. I am now making up the drop ears and the converters for the sink. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now because I have a little different setup than most people would have to kind of figure out how to get this roughed in. But I'm just gonna go ahead and hook everything up at once. So the way that this works, the PEX is going to come down to here, and then this will 90 out from the wall. And this wall mount, so people have had a lot of trouble with these, and in fact, this is a highly returned item on Amazon because people can't get them installed properly. One of the things is, you know, you need to be able to level this so that your faucet's not squampus. And it comes with these. If you can see, these are kind of offset, and it's a 1/2 to 3/4 brass converter. So what I'm doing is I set them in here, and I've got them the same way inside my PEX. Now I'm going to put this on my PEX pipes, and I'm going to mount these, but I'm actually going to use the sink to help me ensure, or the faucet on there, to ensure that I get it level before I mount these drop ears in. So, like I say, this isn't something that plumbers normally get to do because they have to put this in and then the drywallers come in. But if you're doing this yourself, this is a way for people who don't plan properly to make it look right. Hey, there's our functioning sink. Beautiful. And how the drain runs down and through, goes through the wall, outside there where I deal with the drain outside. Now, I need to do something about this drawer front. And some people will just pull the complete back off of it and just put the drawer front back in, but I hate to lose all that because you can see we have most of the space here available. So what I'm doing is take a measurement from here to the back, kind of decide on where I can make my cut, and I'll come over here and we'll modify this drawer so that it will go back in and we'll still have hopefully most of the space. And just like that, we've got our cutout piece of this. So the only way to really make this strong again was to cut back here so I could have proud a little bit of this board that goes there as the drawer bottom. And that way, as my pieces lock in, and then I can't find a piece. There we go. They lock into this little channel here. That's going to really help them be stronger if they can lock in there. And just like that, drawer secured. So we secured it with brads. I'll probably still run a bead of some kind of a sealant along here. My joints are not exact, but much better than just losing the whole drawer or just having a drawer front on there. And this way we can pull it out to access the plumbing in case of any issues in the future. And that's how it's done. Our drawer is reinstalled.